What application do I use for trading? I use TD Ameritrade for my charts, and I use Lightspeed as my broker. And if you want to sign up with Lightspeed, you can use code ALPHA, and they'll hook you up. What's the name of my course? The Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit course. It's the ultimate because it has 3 modules in it. You got beginner, intermediate, advanced. It'll take you from I don't know a damn thing about stocks to I'm ready to take on my own trades and I feel confident. So it's the Ultimate Day Trading Starter Kit course. Is Shiba good? I threw some money into Shiba for fun. I threw money into Shiba just for fun, guys. I mean, could it go to, tenth of a cent, a penny? Yeah, but guys, I mean, it's very, very, very just highly unlikely, but again, it could happen. Am I using Fidelity yet? No, I downloaded it. I have an account. I just haven't funded it yet over on Fidelity. But I'm going to, though. I'm going to take one of my accounts from Lightspeed, put it in Fidelity, and test it for a week. So probably going to get it set up this week. Probably just do a broker-to-broker transfer. I'll take one of my accounts from Lightspeed, throw it into Fidelity, and test it this week to see how it is. Is my course free? It's not, but I have free content. I put a course together 3 years ago. That's free. That's got 10 hours of lessons. It's like 12 chapters. I do have our options course is absolutely free. Every educational video that I have on YouTube, again, that's free. But the structured guided course that took me like 6 months to develop and 6 months to put together, that one is paid. But I have so much free content out there, guys. You can click the link in my bio. And you get all that, there's a lot of free stuff that I offer. And I do that because, again, that's a way for you to get your feet wet to see if day trading is even for you. Am I out there building the final Longleaf neighborhood off Starkey? Oh, we went house hunting yesterday, so that was fun. Josh, we've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. That's funny, man. All right, right now it's 8:51, so we will be rolling that intro here in a few minutes, and we'll be ready to get going for the day. Again, right now, stocks that we'll be just observing and watching: ABVC, BTTX, ZSAN, ARTL, BBIG with news at 8:30, GREE from Friday, CRTX dead cat bounce, WTRH. We still got some good momentum, and we're looking for some continuation here on these plays. But other than that, guys, small cap suck. So I'm really focused on some large cap plays, guys. That's where my focus is. We got some earnings this week as well, guys. Earnings. We got Roku on Wednesday. We got Uber on Thursday with Square and Pinterest and Airbnb. I mean, we got a really good week of earnings, guys. Very, very, very good week of earnings. And honestly, the earnings that I'm really liking are Wednesday and beyond. Right? Again, you got Roku after close, and that's really the only one that's really anticipated. So Roku moves with earnings. You got Moderna this week before the open on Thursday. You got Square, Pinterest, Uber, Airbnb, Peloton, Cloudflare. That's going to be a hot day on Thursday. You got DraftKings and Coinbase coming Friday before the open. So we got another very, very, very hot week with earnings. So again, that could be why we're not seeing a lot of hype, because people are really focused on these earnings right here in Q3. So with that being said, I am excited, very excited for earnings this week, guys. I appreciate it. Sports Investor, bro. I've watched you a few days of your live. You seem genuine, want to really help people. I'm glad that there's some people out there that can see that, because again, I try to help you guys as much as I can. So, Sports Investor, I appreciate the kind words, and it's awesome to see that some of you guys and girls actually noticed that as well. That's awesome. So again, we're going to go live here in a minute, guys. We're going to go live in about 2 minutes over on YouTube. Again, it's Alpha Day Trading. Same thing, Alpha Day Trading on YouTube. This is where you see my screen. I'm going to give you analysis. If we're looking at the stock, I'm going to look at support resistance levels, the overall trend, potential entries, stop losses, targets, all that good stuff, guys. Very, very visual, very interactive with you guys. And you also have the opportunity to ask me questions, and I will get you an answer live, right, with a visual representation on maybe your favorite stock as well. So again, this is a time for you to really just take this to the next level. Again, commentary, live streaming over on YouTube. Alpha Day Trading will be live here in a couple minutes, and let's make it happen. Let's have some fun. How do you do technical analysis on crypto? Technical analysis, the same thing, same way that you do it on anything, in my opinion. Like the same TA that I apply with, like, you know, day trading and investing and swing trading is the same TA that I apply with crypto. I keep it simple, guys, with my my TA, my technical analysis. I don't really overcomplicate technical analysis. I just keep it simple, guys. I keep it very simple. Do I think BBIG runs today? I don't know. Right now, I don't see the activity in any kind of penny stock that suggests we're going to see them run today, right? We're not seeing a hot pre-market. We're not, right? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of last week, it wasn't hot as well, right? It was kind of slow. It started slowing down. So what I think is we may see some stocks move, right? Move a little bit, but I'm not really thinking we're going to see stuff run, like run 200, 300, 400%. I think we still see a lot of this focus with the broader market because we do have a lot of earnings coming up this week. That's what I think. Swing trade Lucid? I don't know about all that. It really depends on what it does today, right? It's still a little too early to say, hey, let's swing trade Lucid, right? It's still just a little too early to say, hey, let's go ahead and swing trade Lucid. Now, we'll see what it looks like into the day today, right? It really depends on what it looks like into the day today. Anything could happen. What if they drop bad news and it's down at $20 into the day? Do you really want to swing it then? Probably not, right? So you want to wait closer to the end of the day to get an idea of, you know, what kind of potential it has coming into tomorrow. All right, we're getting ready to go live on YouTube in 3, 2, 1, boom. That's funny stuff. Good morning, traders. What is up and what is going on? Happy Monday and happy November, ladies and gentlemen. Hit me with a good morning, YouTubers and everybody inside of chat. You know what? I'm excited. I'm fired up because not only is today a brand new day, not only is this a brand new week, but this is a brand new month full of brand new opportunities, and I am excited for a fresh start. As you guys know, the last week of September was a little crazy, and October was very, very crazy for me as well, with closing on the house, with moving, with just kind of eliminating those distractions, cash account to margin account. Oh my gosh, October was crazy for me, guys. October was definitely a crazy month full of distractions. I was looking at my P&L yesterday. Again, I don't look at my P&L every single day because trading really is a game of an average, right? A week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months. So I was slightly down for the month of October. This is my first red month this year. My other red month, I was down $300. I consider that break even. $300 after commissions and fees. I looked at that as a good month as a break-even month, right? This is my first, in my opinion, true loss that I've had. About $3,600 is what I lost for the month of October. But again, why do I share this with you? I'm not going to be the one to just discredit it and not talk to you guys about my loss. Listen, we lose as traders. Sometimes we will have red months. Sometimes we will have red streaks. Again, it happens, but we have to look at the average. For the year, I'm still green. For the year, I'm still up. And guess what? We have 2 months to go. November, December. I know exactly why I struggled last month. And I know exactly what to do different in November and December in eliminating those distractions to get back on track to see those nice, consistent, big-time profits that I'm excited for. So with that being said, distractions are gone. And that's why I'm excited, because this is a fresh slate. Everything we did last month is behind us. This is a brand new day. It's a brand new week and a brand new month full of brand new opportunities. And that's exactly why I'm fired up. And that's exactly why I'm ready to go, guys. So, once again, if you're just now tuning in, ladies and gentlemen inside the chat, good morning. Happy Money Monday. It is November 1st. Turkey season, baby. Right about 9 o'clock. And everybody over on YouTube as well. What's up? What's going on? And good morning, YouTubers. We got 44 viewers, 5 likes. Come on. Like it up, baby. Like it. Notify. Smash that subscribe button. You guys and girls over on TikTok as well. Come on over. It's free. YouTube. Alpha Day Trading. Let's go. Let's have some fun. And let's make some good trades. And watch that money flow into those accounts, baby. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive into it. And we're going to keep it simple today, guys. Again, as you guys know, as we've been talking on TikTok, I opened up the mic right around 8:30 as well, is small caps are still pretty slow, in my opinion. You know, we had a very hot, not last week, but the week before, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday and Tuesday last week were really hot as well, but Wednesday, I noticed something. I'm like, we just lost like half the volume in small caps. Thursday confirmed it, and Friday was very, very slow and very, very choppy as well. There was literally like no opportunity after the first 30 minutes out of the gate. Like nothing. We just sat around and we had some fun on Friday. Again, I noticed that on Wednesday that almost half the attention just left the market for small caps. And then Thursday and Friday confirmed it. And we're seeing that again here in pre-market, right? I mean, we're not seeing a lot of movement. We're not seeing a lot of stocks really getting these nice moves to the upside. As you can see, I'm down a small 52 bucks on ARTL, right? And why did I get on in on ARTL in the first place? For a simple downtrend break. Came down off that prior spiking high, held that beautiful level of support. We got the break, it popped, it just didn't do anything. So I got out for a $52 loss. We're not seeing that hype. We're not seeing, you know, buyers really just move on in and just these stocks ripping and running to the upside. In my opinion, we're seeing a lot of slow growth, a lot of slow moving, and, you know, buyers really aren't here. Buyers aren't really just jumping into these plays and, you know, seeing these stocks run up 100, 200, 300%. In my opinion, we have more selling pressure, right? It's better short market for small cap, in my opinion, versus going long. So kind of, you know, looking at Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of last week, I'm still kind of leaning more to the short side, right? I'm thinking more short than long. But again, this is a brand new day, a brand new month, brand new week. Anything can happen. I want to see, you know, what the market conditions are. You know, I can get an idea of market conditions the first probably 30 minutes out of the gate, and that's going to help me gauge and plan better. Do I want to look for more shorts or do I want to look for more longs, because we do have buyers back in the market? So again, really it's about sitting back and seeing what that tone is, what those market conditions are. And once we identify that today, we can probably expect to see that the rest of this week. And right now, so far in pre-market, besides the last maybe 10 minutes, very slow, very choppy, not a lot of movements. Again, it doesn't seem like the focus and the volume is really here with these small caps. So I'm really going to be focused on some large cap stocks like Tesla, Lucid, stocks like that. And we're definitely going to talk about those as well, guys. So since we're looking at ARTL, let's go ahead and talk about ARTL. So this morning, ARTL at 6:30, H.C. Wainwright and Company initiates coverage on ARTL Bioscience with a $4 price target. So that's what we have with ARTL. It's not a super hot press release. They didn't meet their primary endpoints, right? They didn't have positive phase 3 data in regards to cancer. Carl Icahn isn't stepping into the company, right? We don't really have hot press release, but it's a decent enough press release to get this stock going, and exactly why the stock is up from around 71 cents. Now actually getting some good volume, right? Now really getting some great volume off that dollar bounce right back up to 128. So now I kind of like ARTL. When I was in it here, right around what, like 8 o'clock, wasn't liking the volume. It had no volume. It wasn't moving. But now, right off that dollar move, right around 9 o'clock, we got a lot of volume here on ARTL. So right now, we just definitely need to keep this one on watch, especially if this one can break above 128. So we can throw support back down at $1. We have that resistance level at 128. We do have more resistance here at 141 on ARTL. So we know we have some room to 141 if it breaks over that 128. And then we could see it all the way up towards around 175 here on ARTL. So those are going to be your levels, guys. Right now, the best of the best of the best support is all the way back down at $1. However, we could definitely stay above that 114 to 115. That's going to be considered, I would say, like light support. And then we have that resistance at 128. Again, over 128, guys, you have room to 140 and then room to 175. Again, if this thing is strong, if small caps are hot, and we see the stock just tear to the upside, we do have room to $2. All right, so ARTL right now at this point in time, this would probably be the top stock I'd be watching out of the gate, right? Right now at this point in time, definitely number one, but again, that could change as we progress closer to 9:30. So I would say one of the top 3 stocks that we are definitely watching right out of the gate, and again, that being ARTL. ABVC, right? So ABVC, what's going on here? This stock doing absolutely nothing Friday post-market just to open up around $5 and rip to $26 here on ABVC. Absolutely insane on ABVC. This stock just absolutely ripped. So again, 400% in pre-market. Why did this stock rip 400% in pre-market, right? Right around like 3 a.m. So again, shares of ABVC soar 400% in pre-market. The company filed a mixed shelf on Friday after the market closed, but last week, ABVC released Taiwan regulatory approval for ABV-1505 ADHD Phase 2 Part 2 clinical study. So that right there is exactly why this stock got some action. And again, on the 29th, they shown a registration for a $50 million mixed securities shelf offering with that approval out of Taiwan with the FDA with that clinical study. So overall, we had some decent news dropping here on ABVC, and this stock just got some initial hype all the way to 26. Why is it dumping all the way back down to 750? Why is it at $8.45 right now? Shit ton of profit taking, right? Again, this stock going from $5 to 26. What do you think people are going to do when they wake up and see they are up 400, 300% on their swing trade, on their investment? They are going to trim some profits, and that's exactly what we see here. It's just a lot of profit taking, and we simply did not have buyers to step into the market, right? We had BTTX moving. No buyers getting this thing going. We had ZSAN, right? Initial buyers, but then nobody. Same thing with ARTL. We had some initial buying and then nothing. That's exactly why ABVC really hasn't done anything. It got that initial hype, that initial pop to the upside. But over the last couple hours, we really have not seen a lot of buyers here in small caps. It's been very, very choppy and very, very slow. So with that being said, ABVC, we should keep it on watch, but right now I'm not too crazy about it with just how stagnant this stock is in pre-market. Again, I like ARTL. ARTL has some great potential, but let's at least do our due diligence here on ABVC just in case the stock gets some action here again. Let's go ahead and throw this on a 5-minute chart. That daily chart's really, really, really challenging to get an idea of like support and resistance, guys. I mean, it's a very, very choppy daily chart. So, you do have, that one little tag at $6 here on ARTL. You do have that spiking high right around 8. And then that spiking high all the way up at 30 as to why it, tried getting to 30. So I would say ARTL, you have some like light support right around 8. some light support right around 6. It really just, it's a game of patience, kind of sitting back, relaxing, waiting to see some market structure set in at one of these levels of support. And once we see that, it could be 6, 7, 8, right? Once we see that market structure set in and we get a proper reversal and we see some good volume and some good price action suggesting buyers are returning, looking to push the stock back to the upside, that's when we can get prepared. But right now, it's very, very risky. We do have room back up towards around 1036. We have some room back up towards around 1295, and then we could see it back up towards around 1479 over on ABVC. BTTX. So on the 29th, they closed their business combination and they debut on NASDAQ. So we had some initial hype here. There on Friday, we got some activity and some action here in pre-market because nothing else was moving. But there is no reason, in my opinion, to really be watching BTTX. It's trading 1.6 million shares. On average, it trades 600,000. So it's trading like 3 times the average. But it's not good volume like some of these other stocks. Look at ABVC. At least look at ABVC's volume. That's 11 million, right? It's trading 10x. Look at ARTL, right? It's trading 27 million shares. On average, it trades 250. That's substantial volume on ARTL, right? Extremely substantial. And then you go look at BTTX. Trading 1.6 million shares. On average, it trades 600,000. Not even crazy on the volume, and not even crazy compared to ABVC, to ARTL, or even ZSAN that's trading 8 million shares or 8 times the average volume. And just looking at the chart, it's not appealing whatsoever. So with that being said, if you want to add it to your watch list, add it to your watch list. I honestly don't see a lot of hype and a lot of potential for the stock, but let's just go ahead and do our due diligence and see where the stock could go if it starts moving on up. Well, right off the bat, we have some lower support back down towards around $10.20, which was Friday's spiking high. Right here in pre-market, you have like barely anything, but it's light support right around like $13.66. And I mean, we could definitely maybe see it back up towards like $18, maybe coming back up to retest some of those spiking highs around 21 and 22. But again, we need more volume. We need more activity. We need more focus here on BTTX. So again, it's not my favorite play. It's not one of these stocks that I think we should definitely be watching as one of the top 3, but definitely add it as a back burner. If this stock comes down to 1020, Friday's highs, maybe it bounces, maybe that brings in some hype, maybe some focus, some volume, and we then start to see it move. But right now, I'm not really seeing a lot of potential with BTTX, and is one of those reasons why I really don't want to put too much focus on it right out of the gate. All right. ZSAN, right? What's going on with ZSAN? Well, Friday, it announced it received full data tablets from its, oh my gosh, pharmacokinetic study and submitted a briefing package to the FDA. So it announced it received full data tablets. Wow, I'm impressed. No, not really. It's just it's a boring press release. It's not a hot press release, but there is a press release. And sometimes all you need is a press release to get the stock going, regardless of how great it is. But right now, we're not seeing that hype. We're not seeing that movement. Where's the focus at right now if you guys had to pick? Out of the last 4 stocks we've talked about, where would you think that 80% of the traders are right now at this point in time? It's definitely ARTL, right? It's definitely ARTL. All that volume just moved in, hitting highs of 133. This is where our focus should be. But we still want to get you guys prepared on some of these other stocks. So, ZSAN moving up on not the best press release, but there's a press release. We have some support right here at 75 cents. And we do have room back up towards around, I'll say like 91 to 92 cents here on ZSAN. And then you can definitely see $1. And then who knows, if this stock gets the hype, if this stock steals the volume, maybe we could see $1 break and a nice little rip and run back up towards around 120. Again, right now, 75 to 76 cents support there on ZSAN. Again, not too crazy about it, nothing too interesting. Again, my number 1 small cap stock that I'm watching right out of the gate is definitely ARTL. But add ZSAN to your back burner, there's news. Add BTTX to your back burner, there's news. add ABVC to your back burner as well, there is news. We marked up our levels. We know exactly what we're looking for, what we're waiting for. But right now, the number one stock out of the gate that I'm putting my focus on is going to be ARTL. We have some more. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot about BBIG. BBIG is definitely like the number 2 stock we should watch. All right. So 8:30, Vinco Ventures, spinoff of subsidiary, announces the launch of joint venture entity focused on Bitcoin mining ecosystem. So we do have some news here with BBIG. We all know BBIG, former runner, former supernova stock. This stock went from around $3, hitting highs of $12.49. We made some really good cash here on BBIG, but since then, it's done absolutely nothing. Right now, getting a nice little bounce off a decent little press release here on BBIG. So, you guys are asking, Josh, how high can this bad boy go? How high can it go? Well, you know what? I don't really see it going substantially high, right? I think we could see 6 to 650 today, all right? Again, we'll keep it on watch. Anything can happen, right? We could see just stocks start ripping over lunch, and this stock could see $9, $10, right? But right now, looking at the volume, looking at the press release, looking at the daily technicals, right? I don't really see a reason why we would see this at $10, $12, $15. I think we could possibly see the break over 553 and fill that gap on the daily up towards around 587, also putting you right around that 20 EMA. And if the stock is strong enough to break that gap level, to break the 20 EMA, and to also break natural $6 resistance, then we could see it up towards around 650. And that's where I think we could see BBIG go, honestly, right around that 650 to 657. And again, but we first need to break that 553. And right now we have support back down towards around $5.20-ish here on BBIG. So again, we have some news. I know a lot of you guys were asking about BBIG. Do I think it could take on off, rip and run? Right now, from what I'm seeing, I really don't think we're going to see it at $8, $9, $10 today. But like I said, the market's the market. Anything could happen, right? Anything can happen. All of the focus in the market could go boom, BBIG. And the stock could rip to 20 bucks. I don't know. I don't need to predict that. I just need to react to an opportunity. Right now, there's no opportunities to react to. The only thing that I can do is sit back and look to see where it could go next. And right now, I can see it coming down to 520. If it cracks 520, coming down to 5, right? If we can break 550, 560, I see it having room to 587 to $6. Breaking over that level, room to 650. But now I just need an opportunity, right, to react to get in on, to make some good, consistent cash. But right now, we're just watching BBIG. So another stock we should keep on watch, and I would say it's number 2. All right, so in order, ARTL, the number 1 stock we should be watching. BBIG, number 2, followed by some back bananas. And those are going to be ZSAN, BTTX, and ABVC. Some other back burner stocks that were moving last week that I still think may have some good potential this week, guys. All right, WTRH. I'm looking at WTRH for a break over 215. That's when we could really start to see WTRH get some nice action up towards around 250 next. All right, so over 215, I'm looking at WTRH long up to 250. CRTX for a dead cat bounce. We do have some lower support down here at 1241. We do have some higher support up here at 1277. Either way, I'm just looking for the stock to start getting some volume and actually start to see it moving up into the 1350s, right around 14. We could see a nice little dead cat bounce, pushing the stock back up towards around $20 here on CRTX. So again, I really think we're going to see this thing heat up and really get some activity and action right around like that 1440 level, definitely over 15. I think we could really see some great action and some great volume pushing this back up towards around 20. But right now I want to keep it on watch around these lower levels of support. Again, right around 1243 and 1277 support, at least seeing room to 1440. And that's where I think a lot of volume could really start to move on into CRTX, getting this back up into the 20s. Again, dead cat bounce opportunity on CRTX. We have GREE with a very strong day on Friday from around $20, hitting those post-market highs of $30.70. Want to keep this one on watch above Friday's close. Friday's close was $27.90. 27.19. If we can regain and trade above 27.19 here on GREE, I think we see it back up to 30, right? At least back up to those post-market highs from Friday, and then maybe even up towards around like 32.50 coming from the daily chart here on GREE. But right now, it really just depends on if it can break back above and hold above Friday's close, and ideally Friday's high as well. And Friday's high was right around like 28.72. So again, this is a far back burner stock. This is not something I'm saying, hey, just because it breaks 29 or 27.19, go long. I'm just saying, hey, if it breaks 27.19 and we see some strength and good volume and it's staying above, yes, I would consider going long on GREE back up to that 30.70, possibly even 32.40 there on GREE. Again, that was one of Friday's top gainers. All right, so again, that's the small cap watch list. We got a couple back burner plays, guys. CRTX, WTRH, GREE, ABVC, another back burner, BTTX, and ZSAN, followed by our top watches right out of the gate, ARTL and BBIG. Now, before we dive into our large cap watch list, talking about the SPY, Tesla, Lucid, Moderna, maybe Microsoft, Home Depot, some of these stocks I may want to take some puts on or shorts. Do we have any questions about the small cap watch list? Do you have anything you want to potentially add to the small cap watch list? Right? Now's the time. If there's any other stocks you're watching, any other stock that you think has good potential that should be added to the watch list, now is the time to post that up. We got about a couple minutes that we can dive into those. JAGX, merger news. JAGX, merger news. Sees light volume, falling press release highlighting closing of deal between its Italian subsidiary. Merger news. JAGX can move. JAGX has moved in the past, but this stock since 8:30, literally no volume. So with that being said, I don't know, just the simple fact that you see no reaction whatsoever just doesn't really interest me. So let's do this. Let's keep it on watch. Let's see if it can start to move here a little bit. Obviously, we have some room to like 250. We can see it up towards around like 265, and who knows, maybe up to 3, maybe filling that gap up to 350 here on JAGX. And ideally, wanting to see this trading above that 20 EMA right around 212. So I would say JAGX is another far back burner watch list. If we start to see some volume, we start to see some hype, as long as it doesn't break below 212, we can see it up towards around 250, 265, 3, and then 350. Yo, Chris, what's up? Good morning. So JAGX, we'll keep that one on watch. We talked about BTTX, so we're good to go there. GSS, I can't even talk right now. Jesus. So acquisition at $3.91 a share. So when you see stocks with acquisition news with a per share price such as $3.91, 95% of the time it is not worth your time. The stock will sit there and just sit sideways. That's what GSS is worth. GSS is worth $14 million, or I'm sorry, they are worth $470 million, or $3.91 per share. That's what the acquisition is taking place at. GSS, not worth your time, guys. Frank, what's up? Joe, Nick, Casey, Robert, good morning. IO, let's check out IO real quick. IO has no news. Last press release we had was early in the month. Getting a little bit of a gap up here this morning, right around 213. So, you know, if this can stay above, like IO, if this can stay above like 210, which is our 200-day moving average, right there on that daily chart here on IO, you can see it back up to 240. And then you can see it back up to like 275 there on IO if you're interested. Again, no news, nothing too crazy in pre-market, like a lot of volume, but we can see it. We can see it move around a little bit. We'll see. If we can stay above like 210, maybe back up to like 230, 240, and then maybe like 275. Yo, Catherine, good morning. All right, so that's it. That's the small cap watch list. I guess we're all on the same page here. All right, if there's any other stock that you're watching that you think has potential, now's the time for us to review it, guys, and girls inside a chat. Let's go ahead and talk about some of my large cap stocks that I'm watching today. Calls or puts on Moderna? I'm thinking calls and or puts. It really just depends. At first glance, I notice a potential bearish flag. You're like, what? What's a bear flag, dude? I know what a bull flag is when the stock rips up, consolidates sideways, right? And then rips to the upside even more. I know what that is, Josh. You're saying you got bear flags? Absolutely. Look at that big leg down, followed by this low volume sideways period of consolidation into a level of resistance. We could easily see Moderna crack and actually fall lower out of this bearish flag. So with that being said, I'm calls and puts, because if we break 360, right, we can see it at 375. Absolutely, right? If we break 360, we can fill the gap at 375 up to the 50-day moving average, right? I would definitely be looking for calls. But looking at Moderna, if we can actually stay below like 338 and we're below this trend line, I think we have some room to fall down towards around 317 here on Moderna. So with that being said, I'm definitely watching Moderna, calls or puts. Have not yet gotten any confirmation. Want to see what we look like right out of the gate here on Moderna. But depending on how we look out of the gate, I do think we could see it down towards right around 323 and then potentially 316 if we can't get back above 338. So as long as Moderna stays below 338, I'm thinking about grabbing some puts on down. First target 323 to 325, below that level down to like 316, and another key level I'm looking for to crack would be 333 to really be able to jump in and grab some potential puts off of this potential bearish flag. Again, they do have earnings coming on up on the 4th, so that's something to be mindful of. We could see investors and traders exiting that position before earnings, and we could see a nice little sell-off as well. We'll have to keep it on watch. We could see some buying, right, out of anticipation for good earnings. We could actually see investors and traders closing those positions before earnings, which could potentially bring this stock down. We'll just have to keep it on watch, guys. But again, I like the potential it has for possible puts, and I like the potential that it has for potential calls to the upside as well. Right now, we just have to wait for that confirmation. All right, moving on. We got Lucid. Yes, we're watching Lucid, guys. LCID. All right, definitely need to keep this one on watch above 39.60. We can see that we have some room back up towards around 41.60. We could see this up towards around 43.90, and then, ladies and gentlemen, a big window of opportunity to $50. There was a big gap down here on LCID. That means there was not a lot of volume traded through this level. That means that the price could move through that area pretty quickly, pretty fast to fill that gap from around 44 to 50. I really like Lucid, guys. I really like Lucid. We will see if this stock can again stay above this 39.60. Ideally break and hold above Friday's highs of 41.60. That's where I'm going long. I will go long over 41.60 on Lucid up to 44 and potentially filling that gap up towards around $50 there on LCID. If we continue to fail and we're rejecting and we're not breaking out, and we're looking weak and we crack this uptrend, I will take some puts. I will short Lucid down towards around 35.70 and then down towards around 33.36-ish. So again, really depends. Cracking the uptrend, right? I will take it short. Breaking 41.60, I will take it long to those targets that we just talked about. Tesla, closing at 11.14, gapping up at 11.45. Tesla having a lot of great potential, potentially today, right? Not just saying today, but maybe just this week, but again, potentially today, up towards around $1,200. That's going to be the next main level on Tesla is 1,200. So if Tesla breaks 11.60, I will take it long to 1,200, right? I think we have potential up to 1,200 next. Momentum hasn't left Tesla, right? Momentum hasn't left. Do not trade against Tesla. Please don't. Don't try and catch the top. You're going to get screwed every single time. Wait until it starts selling off with selling momentum, then ride that selling momentum down. But as long as we have buying momentum on Tesla, don't try and nail a top. You're going to get burned. Ride that momentum, right? Take profit. When we start to see that buying momentum shift to selling momentum, and we're starting to see some first consistent red days to the downside, then we can jump in and ride that downward momentum to the downside for profit as well, because we do need to fill this gap at some point. We do need to fill this gap down into the low 900s on Tesla at some point in time. But for now, we have a lot of great potential up towards around $1,200 here on Tesla, guys, right? Support 1114, Friday's close. Breaking over 1160, room to 1200. Cracking below Friday's close at 1114. We do have some room to fall down towards around 1088. And then like 1075. But we'll go through those levels as that time comes. So again, Tesla, watching this one as well, not trying to trade against this crazy buying momentum. I'm just looking to capitalize on about a $40 move potentially to the upside today, right around $1,200. Yes, like Ed said, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, the like button, hit that notification bell. We go live every single morning, guys. We break these things down. Again, these levels, what I'm looking for, where I'm going to go long, where I'm going to go short. You know my mindset, you know my plan and the reasonings. So let's get prepared, team. Let's get fired up and let's have an awesome day, because guess what? The bell is about to ring a ding ding and we are live. Yes, I said ring a ding ding. Yes, the bell just ring a ding dinged. So again, small caps, I'm really just sitting back. Small cap stocks, penny stocks, I am really just sitting back to start the day, all right? Not really looking to jumping on anything right out of the gate. Just looking to see where some volume goes. Yes, a ring-a-ding-ding. Looking to see really what small cap stock gets the activity. You know, is it going to be BBIG? That one's starting to fall. You know, is it going to be ARTL? I mean, it has some light support at 114. Is it going to be ZSAN? Starting to crack below 76. BTTX starting to fall below 1366. Is it going to be ABVC? Again, we just need to sit back and wait to see where the activity goes. Woo! Let's make it happen, baby. We're going to make it happen. Today's going to be a good day. ABVC is getting some great volume, guys. Watch for ABVC to potentially get halted here. ABVC from around $8 support. It's up at $9.50. This one's squeezing up towards around 10. Watch for that to get halted, guys. ABVC going on a nice little rip right out of the gate. Boom. Looks like it may get halted here at $9.94. So right now we have a halt inbound. ABVC, first halt of the day it looks like, and it should pop up here in a moment. They're on ABVC. And boom, halted, 931.44. 931.44 halt. We'll be live at 936.44 there on ABVC. We know that we had some room back up to like that 1036-ish level. And 11, that's when we have some big room to the upside, is really over 11 up to like 13 and then 14. So we'll definitely have to see what this one does out of the halt. Does it get a gap down? What's going to happen here? While that's halted, let's go check out ARTL. ARTL, nice little quick red to green move on ARTL. Quick little red to green move here. So right now, ARTL, you're starting to kind of see that 9 EMA trying to kind of cross below that VWAP. That may be a little bit of a bearish sign right now. We actually may see this crack that 114 on ARTL and actually move down to $1 first. So I would be a little iffy right now with ARTL. Wouldn't really be trying to jump the gun and chase this because, again, until we really get above the 9 EMA and break that VWAP here on the 1 minute, I don't think we have potential back up to 133. We may see that 114 crack, may see a slight fade down to $1 and then see a nice little $1 bounce here intraday for a nice little move to the upside. Tesla's pulling back here. Lucid, LCID, pulling back pretty nice as well from around 40 down towards around 38.60. mRNA was another one I wanted to grab a short. I will wait for the bounce back, right? I will wait for Moderna to retest that 333 as new resistance, and then I'll take the short. Right now, it was a great short off 333. It dropped almost 10 points to the downside, but again, don't chase it. Don't chase it. Once again, TD, my goodness, still running slow. Yeah, definitely watch OCG and above like 1320. So I would say OCG and above 1320 has room up towards around $14 there on OCGN. So you do have OCGN support at 1260-ish. Room to 1390 if we can break above that 1320 level there on OCGN. You got ARTL now getting some nice action to the upside. Again, we're only 5 minutes out of the gate, guys. You're 5 minutes out of the gate. So if you're not in anything, it's okay. You're 5 minutes in the day, right? Trying to get an idea of where volume's going. Right now, I do want to put my focus here on ABVC. Right, this one was halted at 9:31.44. We'll be live at 9:36.44. About a minute to go. Wanting to see where this one's going to gap up at. Right, if it's going to gap up. If it doesn't gap up, we do have some support back down right around like 875. They're on ARTL. So here we go. ABVC will be live here momentarily, guys. So I'm going to put up ARTL off to the side because ARTL is another stock that has a lot of great potential, guys. But right now, the number one stock that was halted, ABVC. That's where our focus is. ABVC. Right now, it looks like a 925 bid. Oh, wow. 925. It may gap down, guys. May gap down here on ABVC. We will see. Right now, you got a 945 offer. 945. You'll be live in about 4 seconds and live with the gap down. This one breaks 10. It's going to pop, guys. If this one breaks 10, it's definitely going to pop here. 875 is support here on ABVC. But again, it's risky. It's risky. It's volatile. It's risky. But you got that 875 support. But does it crack 875 and dump to the downside? Where's your halt level down? 750 to the downside. It's 750 to the downside. So right now, you do have that light 875 support. It's natural support for penny stocks. 875 tends to hold up as decent support, but right now it's just a little iffy. I may take a small little risky starter, like a couple hundred shares, just to see if that 875 does hold on up, guys, and actually see if it does start to pop here a little bit. Again, if it holds 875 and it re-breaks that VWAP, it could go on a nice little move to the upside. It could definitely pop over 10 bucks. Again, 875 is a very strong level of resistance. 875 is a pretty strong level of resistance for those penny stocks, so it definitely does turn into some decent support. Right now, it's right around that 875 on ABVC. Right around 875 on ABVC. If buyers can get this back above 9, you may see that next attempt to the upside. right? You still have yet to get buyers back above 9. You got sellers above 9, but buyers are having a hard time getting that bid back above 9. There's 894. There's 9. 905. Nah. Let's see. Right now, ARTL is pulling back. ARTL is pulling back here a little bit. ABVC not really bouncing off 875. Tesla pulling back there a little bit. BTTX, it had a slight little bounce, but it rejected right off 1366. ZSAN, nothing really happening there. How's BBIG doing? BBIG, same thing, just opening and just kind of fading. GREE doing nothing. WTRH, definitely still a stock that we need to keep on watch. WTRH, especially over like that 215. You know, nothing really happening with, you know, like JAGX. It's still kind of iffy with small caps, guys, right? It's definitely not super duper hot. You got a nice little bounce on ARTL from around that 114 support level up towards around like that 128, pulling back to 114. It could bounce back up again, but it's like it's just 50-50, guys. It's a little iffy right now with these small cap stocks. Moderna was a beautiful short, right into that 323. That was a quick mover, too. That was a straight 10 points to the downside. And then Tesla's coming back down into that that 1115 level. A decent little level there. Decent. Right around, you know, what was that? Friday's close? 114-ish? Yeah, we can go down to like Friday's high and Friday's close right around like 115 there on Tesla. Maybe get a nice little bounce. It just opened and it's straight red on Tesla. Tesla, if it bounces, it could definitely bounce. Sorry, there's like a gnat in here for some reason. Like there's a gnat in here. I gotta get this sucker. Where you at? I'm gonna get you, buddy. Why are you in my office? So I'm personally looking at Tesla down towards around 115 for a bounce, guys. Like a 115 bounce on Tesla. Yep, so FCEL, definitely got to wait for that pullback. But with this kind of activity and this kind of action, you know, did I get it? Hey, I got it! Woo! Nice. We're good. That thing was annoying the crap out of me. Here on FCEL, if we know anything about small caps, anything about penny stocks, that 875 is just that key level that when these stocks break 875 with some momentum, these things can take on off right up towards around 10 bucks. I'm seeing 961 resistance here on FCEL. Anything over 961, guys, if you're interested like Casey, you have room to that $10 level, and then the 200-day moving average right around 1060 there on FCEL. And we do have some support back down on this bad boy. I would throw you right around 850 to 855 if you're looking for that pullback here on FCEL. And I'd be looking for the pullback as well. Pullback to like 850, 855, catch that nice higher low, catch it into that momentum for a potential 875 break for the nice rip to the upside. Let's put our focus there right now on FCEL. Again, 850 to 855 pullback. Looking for a nice little U-shape, find a nice bottom off support, see some momentum move in for a nice break over 875. We could definitely see it up towards around 9 and then 960 here on FCEL. You got ABVC up over 10, guys. Up over 10. I wasn't really liking it with the price action, but it held. It didn't close below 875. It held. I ended up getting out of that for a $100 loss. I was like, screw that. I'm not going to hold that for a dump to the downside, but it moved. It did definitely come down to 875, and it bounced really, really nice there on ABVC. Again, it never closed below 875, but it was just like a little iffy to me at that point in time. So right now, this one's going on a pretty nice move. This one has room to, what did we say, 11 bucks and then $13 here on ABVC. So again, right there around 11 bucks and then room to 13. Moderna, double bottom. Let's see. No, I wouldn't say double bottom. I would say continuation to the downside. I think it's going to break crack that level down to like 320. I wouldn't say double bottom. Definitely not. With those lower highs, 3 tags. Yeah, I would think it would still come down to like maybe like 316. Now, here's the thing. If it gets back above like 324, right? You see buyers pushing back above 323 and 324, then yes, I would go ahead and get out of a short if you're in a short because you could then see it bounce. But right now, looking at the price action, looking at just like how many times it's tagged, I don't know. If anything, I would think it would want to crack here. But again, if it starts breaking back above 323 and 324, it could definitely be long. But I just see a lot of selling momentum on this. I see a lot of selling momentum, and it's trying to bounce. Buyers are trying to come on in off these lows for a little bit of a bounce, but price action still suggests it has a little bit lower to go. They're on Moderna. So let's see. Again, that 324 level is a pretty key level. If it has a decent little close above that 9 EMA, above that 324, you could see it back up at 327 for a quick little bounce there on Moderna. But this one definitely starting to come back down to like the 321s. We'll probably see it crack, break that light level of support, and come down to like that 317 mark. So give it another minute or so. It may pop real quick. 324 to 327 for a quick little pop. $3 or so there on Moderna. ABVC. Oh, that was nasty. Did you guys see ABVC? Big rug pull, guys. ABVC, which is a nasty pull. 1150 down to 850. Jeez, that's nasty. I'm not considering ABVC, guys. No. Again, coming into the market, I was kind of iffy with these small caps anyway, but right there, within the first 15 minutes, seeing just a super nasty rug pull. Yeah, exactly. Confirms that I want nothing to do with that stock today. Absolutely. That's confirming I want nothing to do with that stock today. But here's the thing. We got CPOP. You got CPOP. CPOP. No news, just a random little pop out of the gate, guys. They're on CPOP. Not really sure what's going on there. 320, a light volume too. I mean, it traded up on like 55,000 shares, got halted, and now you have traders coming in here. I'm not a fan of it yet. I'm not a fan of it yet. They're on CPOP. It's got to prove itself a little bit more. Right now, ABVC, you know, it does have some potential, but right now I want to see if it's going to continue to try and move higher and then see these nasty rug pulls. That to me, I'm like, nah, I'm not even gonna mess with it, not even gonna touch it. ARTL, that one tried as well, but nothing really consistent there. BBIG not doing anything, guys. CRTX is finally starting to get that little bit of that dead cat bounce. We could definitely start to see the dead cat bounce today on CRTX. You know, it's definitely trying to bounce here a little bit. Definitely back above like 14 and 1440 is where I expect to see a lot of volume move in here on CRTX. Again, over 14 and 1440 is where I expect to see a good amount of volume move in and possibly see this back up over 15, right around like 18 bucks. They're on CRTX. You know what? BB actually doesn't have a bad looking daily chart either, Ed. BB doesn't have a bad one. Comes down, finds a nice little bottom, a little bit of a pop. Comes down even lower, finds a bottom, a little bit of a pop. And we're now putting in this nice higher low. It just has this nice reversal flow to it. It really does. This really nice reversal flow to it here on BB. So with that being said, you know, I would be looking at BB for a possible swing trade. You know, if we can break cleanly back above like 12 bucks there on BB. BB doesn't look bad at all. So yeah, BB, I'd be waiting for a slight intraday pullback, maybe back down towards like 11 bucks. But I mean, it does have room to 12 short term. And then anything over 12, I mean, you're looking at like 14, 16, 17. I mean, this definitely could start taking on off there. So we definitely need to be keeping that one on watch. Tesla, you know, I was trying to catch the balance off 115. It came down to like 120 CRTX. Again, I want to see this one pull back towards around like 13, 17. We could definitely start to see that dead cat bounce today on CRTX. Again, BKKT is halted. 43 bucks right into a new all-time high. The sky's the limit on something like this, guys. You could see $50 here on BKKT. So BKKT currently halted. BKKT, and this one will be live at 9:50. 34. Boom. Live. BKKT. Not a big gap up, though. Not a big gap up on BKKT. So I would be a little iffy with how it just opened right where it halted. And you can kind of see just the uncertainty, right? Just a little uncertainty, a little hesitation. You know, this one has room to pull back to 41 on BKKT. I would say right back down towards around 41. Support. Watch for it to level. And then get a nice little break over that 43. That's when we could start to see it ripping on up towards around maybe like 50 there on BKKT, guys. See, it definitely, that probably brought some shorts in on Moderna, right? You see this just really nasty, just all this selling pressure, nasty price action. It looked like it was trying to give it a go. It failed. Probably bringing shorts in under low of day just to, you know, basically bring them in, providing that pool of liquidity to drive the price higher on Moderna. Moderna actually may be ready to kind of turn around here back up towards around like 330 and then 333 on Moderna. Just kind of looking at how we were probably seeing some longs come in, right? Looking for the double bottom, right? Shaking out the weak hands, bringing the shorts in, providing that pool of liquidity just to drive the price back up. You know, again, breaking over VWAP, definitely 330 and 333 on Moderna next. How's Lucid doing? LCID. One's not really doing a whole lot right now, guys. Let's go zoom back. You know, LCID has not cracked this uptrend yet. So I would not be looking at puts or anything until we crack this trend line. So again, the trend line right now is right at that low of day of like 37.60. So, you know, if we put in a lower high on Lucid and we start to put in that lower low below like 37.65, then yes, below, I would just call it 37.50 to keep it even. Below 37.50, absolutely, I think we can start to see that next leg down towards around 35.65 on Lucid. That's about $2 to the downside there over on LCID. And Tesla, still kind of watching Tesla today. Depends. If we can start breaking that 1160, you know, definitely up to 1,200 bucks is realistic. And again, we're only about, what, 13 minutes into the market, 23 minutes into the market. Again, I'm just kind of like, I'm 2 trades in. I took a trade on ARTL in pre-market. I lost a little bit. Tried a little bit of a bounce play there on ABVC out of the gate. Took a small little loss on it. Just wasn't really getting that pop. And again, I'm still kind of thinking the same thing I was thinking starting the day. I'm not a fan with small caps right now. Small caps are challenging. Small caps are choppy. They're inconsistent, right? Rug pulls, not really moving. Again, overall, small caps are really not isn't where the opportunity is, in my opinion, right? You're seeing a lot of stocks move, halt, right? Moving, halting, but you're not seeing them hold up consistently, right? You got some quick spikes, and they're selling on off. Some quick spikes, and they're selling on off. INKT is another stock that's halted right now. See, again, another just very light volume stock that is just getting halted. There was no opportunity on INKT, right? There's no opportunity on INKT right now. There was like literally no volume moving this stock. It's like 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares. That's a risky stock right there, guys. I would not even consider touching INKT. Now, BKKT above 41, maybe. All right, let's see if it holds 41 here, maybe. Not a fan of like the way it's moving in the price action, though. BB's not moving enough. JAGX is not moving enough. You know, I like CRTX, but I got to get a pullback. ARTL, I'm like 50-50 with it. And then ABVC, it looks like it may start cracking and fading and falling here. So that being said, I still think I'm going to keep my focus on some of these large cap stocks, some of these bigger plays, guys. Tesla, right? Lucid, and Moderna. Those are my top ones that I definitely want to kind of put my focus today. Oh, yep. I'll show you guys. There, I'm down 230 on the day. One trade, one good trade, right? The one and done trade, right? That gets me out of the hole and puts me at my profit on the day, my target. So I'm just kind of sitting back. I took a couple little small stabs at a couple trades and 2 little teeny weeny paper cut trades there. But really, it's just one great trade to get yourself out of the hole and go green on the day. And that's kind of what I'm sitting back for, guys. Not gonna force anything. Not gonna force anything. Yep, ABVC, from what I saw, was forming a little bit of a head and shoulders formation. So I would definitely be a little cautious with ABVC. You got Coinbase up 14, MARA. I mean, some of the crypto stocks are up a little bit, you know, like 20 cents, 90 cents, right? It's up 80, but Coin's up the most right now. Coinbase is up 14 on the day over on Coin. We do have a good amount of like these augmented reality stocks, virtual reality stocks up today. Some of them just gapping up here a little bit. DUZI, INMR. Again, some of these stocks that I'm considering investing in. We got some NFT related stocks doing well today. Playboy, PBLY doing well. FNKO doing well. So again, some of these like NFT related stocks are doing good. But overall, guys, it is a okay. It's okay day, right? Just still sitting back waiting for the opportunity. That's really it, guys. It's just about sitting back, being patient, and waiting for the opportunity. Am I going to touch ABVC here off the head and shoulders? No, it's not even shortable. ARTL, am I going to touch this at 128 resistance? No. I want a setup. I want a formation. I want to see something that's like, hey, this is a high probability setup, Josh, right? This is a good setup. This is a setup that you've taken 100 times before in the past, and you've made money 80% of the time, right? I don't want to just buy something to buy something, right? I don't want to just sit here and trade to trade. I want to sit here and trade good setups, good opportunities. 3 separate reasons to take a trade: a formation, a strategy, my edge. And right now, my way of trading, my edge, I'm not really seeing anything, guys. Not really seeing anything. So right now, you know, ARTL is still probably the #1 penny stock that has some of the best potential, right? Some of the best potential, especially over 140 to 170. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I was thinking the same thing, Catherine. You beat me to it. Thinking about it, coming back down towards around maybe VWAP, or maybe it's just in a channel, right? It could literally be a potential cup and handle formation above the VWAP. Absolutely 114-ish, 115-ish support. Or it could just be in a channel, right? It could come all the way back down to like 110, 111. And if that happens, I would literally just take it for a channel play, right? Look for a small entry at 110, scale in back up to like 130, maybe for the break of 140. Absolutely. You got two things. It could be the cup and handle formation, or it could just be in a channel. And if we start to see this looking like we're going to get that break over 130, we may have some potential here up to 140, 150, and then 175 here on ARTL. All right, guys, that is our time. We are shutting down the stream over on YouTube. As you guys know, we run that for about 15 to 30 minutes into the markets, just trying to identify that opportunity to get you guys prepared for the day, and a little bit of a sneak peek on kind of what we do inside of chat. Today really is a patience day, sitting on your hands, right? Sitting back, being patient, and not chasing, not forcing trades. Again, sometimes the best trade is no trade. And that's kind of my mindset right now is, hey, today may be the day where I just don't trade, because that may be the best way to lock up my day, is literally just walk away with a small loss versus digging myself a deeper hole to start the month of November. But again, it's early. We're 30 minutes in. We still have so much time. We have 6 hours until the market closes, guys. There's still so much time. There's definitely some opportunity. We just need to sit back, be patient, and wait for that opportunity. So traders, girls and guys over on YouTube. Sorry, I got to get this gnat again. I have another gnat in here. It's weird. Have an amazing day. Enjoy your day. Be smart. Be safe, right? Lock in some great profits. Start this month of November on a green note. Do everything that you're supposed to do right. Be a professional. Lock in those profits. Cut those losses quick. You know how to do it, guys. And enjoy the rest of your money. Monday. Did I profit today? No, I'm down 232, guys. Right there. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen. I'm down $200. But again, we're only 30 minutes into the market. We're only 30 minutes into the market. We have plenty of time, guys. All right? So, I'm going to sit back. I'm going to be patient. Wait for my setup. Wait for my trade. Attack it. Make some profits. Call it a Monday. All right? So, you guys do the same. Sit back. Be patient. Wait for your setups. Let them come to you. Right? React to it. Take the trade. Make some great cash. Lock it up great. Have a good Money Monday. And I will see you guys back here bright and early tomorrow morning at the start of, not pre-market, but 9 o'clock, guys. 9 o'clock. I'll see you guys here on YouTube.